The Texas redistricting situation has now reached a fever pitch because, of course, the Democrats have fled the state to stop the quorum from voting, and in response, they're now being threatened with arrest or removal from office if, in fact, they don't get back and do their duly elected duties. Now, the only thing we really have to remember is the Democrats aren't really against gerrymandering or redistricting. They're only against it when Republicans do it. And this simple fact is going to be pointed out here by Scott Jennings in tremendous fashion over on CNN. But before we get to these clips, don't forget to like and comment on this video so we get to the algorithms. Here we go.
Washington, what's the difference?
Do you think, you're a Democrat, I'm not, do you think Democrats who vote for these people in Texas want to see them running or fighting?
I
just
tell you, I just want to clear up where Democrats are with the redistricting fight. What they want is an independent commission. Texas Democrats introduced legislation in Texas that, of course, went nowhere because Republicans don't want an independent commission. What is there in California? An independent commission. Democrats would prefer a fair process and an independent commission. No, it is. That's exactly. I'm not done. They wanted an independent commission. And the only reason that they're doing this is because Texas Republicans are not playing it fair to Texans, and they're trying to rig the system ahead of the midterm elections.
I think Democrats look politically weak.
Let's let Scott talk.
And it's not going to benefit you guys next
Regarding
year.
California, Republicans get about 40% of the vote, and they have 17% of the congressional seats. So not a great example. But number two, if it's rigging the election, that's your words, in Texas, is it going to be rigging the election when all these Democrats who say they're going to gerrymander in the other state, are you also going to argue that they're rigging the election or just in Texas?
Yes,
and have the elections been rigged in Massachusetts, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Maryland, New Mexico, Hawaii, Oregon, Washington, and Rhode Island? Have they been rigged there as well? Because there, the proportion of Republican vote comes nowhere near what they have in Congress.
They did a normal redistricting process. If states end up going if states end up going and calling special sessions and doing all of these things to try to gain seats, I agree. I don't agree with that. Do I think they need to do it? Absolutely, because if Republicans aren't going to play fair, then Democrats aren't going to play fair, and that's the fight that we have to have right now.
But Democrats aren't playing fair in some of the states we've
listed. We'll see what happens when every state starts redistricting every year, every 2 years, where that leaves us. It's going to be chaos going forward.
So it's just like I said, the Democrats don't care about the gerrymandering so much as the fact that the Republicans are now doing it. Okay, because as Scott Jennings listed off, is all of those states where the elected representatives don't match up with the voting base, right? There's a whole lot more of Republicans than actually get the representation. However, the Democrats are like, oh, that's not really election interference. When they do it, it's totally fine. It's totally normal. However, now the Republicans are out here doing the same exact thing. We're going to go ahead and rig ours even more. We're going to gerrymander even harder so that Republicans have even less representation in Congress, all right? And of course, all of this is in response to Republicans actually calling them out on their tactics, okay? And the most hilarious thing about this is that the Democrats from Texas actually fled to Illinois, one of the worst gerrymandered places in the country, as is going to be pointed out here by Representative Brian Harrison over with Boris Sanchez on CNN.
The United States Constitution and the Constitution of the great state of Texas absolutely allows us to undergo this type of redistricting effort. So we're doing something that's completely legal, it's completely constitutional, and I am doing everything I can in my power as an elected member of the state of Texas to make sure that the state of Texas does everything in its power to make sure that Republicans hold on to a majority in the United States Congress. It's as simple as that. That's completely legal. It's totally permissible. The United States Supreme Court has said so on multiple occasions. We should have, quite frankly, we should have done this during the regular session and had this in the rearview mirror by now.
So then is your objection against Pritzker or Newsom doing the same thing purely that it doesn't advantage your party? That's not consistent.
No, I've never said something like that. You're putting words in my mouth. My objection,
you're pointing the finger at them,
isn't that he's not allowed to do it. My objection is the rank hypocrisy and dishonesty of what he's saying. I'm going to hold this up. Can you see this? Do you see this? I want Pritzker. Did CNN? Did y'all have him on to explain Illinois 13, this pinky-sized finger that goes across the entire state that was 100% drawn for partisan political purposes? But I haven't seen anybody at CNN or pretty much any of the other major networks bringing him on, or the Democrats and his legislator that drew a map with districts that are far more gerrymandered than anything that the House, that the Texas maps that we're contemplating look like here today. So it's rank hypocrisy. That's my problem. And the dishonesty and the faux outrage. They're not mad that states are redistricting for partisan purposes. They're mad that a Republican state is doing it.
I couldn't have said that any better myself because I actually already did twice before in this video, okay? But as is being pointed out, yeah, the Democrats are going to point fingers when they have some of the worst examples of gerrymandering available, specifically in Illinois, okay? But of course, they're going to come back and say, oh, Texas, you can't do that because only we are allowed to redraw our district maps to favor our political party. And by the way, you know it's bad when even Steven Colbert has to point it out on The Late Show.
What we're going to have to do is whatever it takes to preserve democracy.
If you're considering doing a little more redrawing in Illinois, you already have some crazy districts in Illinois. Take a look at this. Look at this one, kind of goes whoop up there. It's like the stinger on a scorpion down here. Look at 17 here. It does that. Then it comes up here and it sneaks around there and goes all the way up here and then goes right over there like that. Is this common for all states to do? That's the nonpartisan group that does this
Absolutely.
For you guys?
That's our independent commission, you know.
So we all know this has been going on for years. The Democrats have been doing it, the Republicans have been doing it, and it's all, of course, to maintain political power. But now, of course, the rank hypocrisy of the Democrats to come out and pretend they're better. They're above the fray by saying that, oh, they're the ones giving fair representation, when as a matter of fact, it's anything but. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and say hi to your mom for me. Do you like t-shirts? Of course you do. And now you can support the channel by buying an Angry Teacher t-shirt designed by me, Angry Teacher. So if you like America, if you like freedom, if you like liberty, then go ahead and click the link in the description where all designs, of course, are 100% mother approved. So enjoy yourself and find something you like today.